What's this? Rumblings of a PlayStation Classic. Oh, man. I hope this rumor is true. Ooh, PlayStation Classic's officially announced. Wow. Ooh, for 100 hours. Man, this thing could have like 30, only 20 games. So, okay, as long as they're good games and all that fun stuff. And ooh, I'm missing the analog sticks. And the games they're coming with: Final Fantasy VII, that was good. Jumping Jack Flash, don't know that one. Ridge Racer Type R4, would prefer, Gran Turismo, but okay, maybe they'll still have Gran Turismo. Tekken 3, cool. Wild Arms, man, those are all great games. I'm so super excited for this. Can't wait to hear what other games come out with next. Okay, it's middle of October, getting closer to that launch date, December 3rd. They haven't announced any new games for this system. Getting worried on PlayStation Classic. No new games announced. Nothing official, not even any rumors. Nope. We'll keep up to date. Oh yes, the official announcement of all the PlayStation games, and they're not bad. Grand Theft Auto, that's pretty cool, and yeah, Street Fighter puzzle game. That's I was hoping for like Alpha or Alpha 3 or something, but it's still pretty cool. Ooh, Persona. You don't really see that too often. Yeah. Worst fears are coming true. PlayStation Classic seems to have shit games. Not sure it's worth the $100 price tag. Launch day of the PlayStation Classic. Man, what an utter piece of fucking garbage. They ripped off the emulator off of Rearmed, and all for $100 with only a few good games, most of them being shit. Why should I bother spending my hard-earned cash when I can make my Raspberry Pi for $60 and play any game I want? Whoever buys this for $100 is a flat-out retard and should basically give me their money instead. The only way I might ever consider buying one of these is if it was about $20, which is where I think this piling, steaming piece of shit belongs, is in the $20 bargain bin. Greetings, and welcome back to my gaming channel thing. Well, from over the past months, I said I would never buy this thing unless it dropped down maybe to $20. Well, that day has finally come. After, December, we're now so about, 9 months later, this thing finally goes and falls very, very far from grace. From the initial $99 price tag to the very low $20 tag. And I'll be honest, the only reason why I picked it up is I had a $15 gift card, so I picked this thing up for $5. I thought well worth the money that I was going to spend on it. So I figured, why not? Even though I'm way late, past the buck, whatever you want to call it, I'll do an unboxing video. I'll unbox this thing. See this thing for myself. You'll genuinely get my first reactions of holding this, even though I've seen this, there's reviews out everywhere. But who doesn't love an unboxing video? Alright, let's get this started. Let's see. My knife out here. Handy dandy notebook. Knives are sharp, kids. Don't mess around. Let's see. Get this thing going here. Yeah, very poor craftsmanship. Look at that. Shit's already like fucking... They didn't even get the seal on right. Working with quality product. Oh, fuck. That's not what I didn't want to do. I'm ruining it. I'm diminishing the value of this thing as I speak. Oh. Can't even get the box opened. Box fail. Oh, my goodness. This is epic failure at its finest. Basically, I'm ruining the box trying to get this opened. Ugh. product. I think it was already ruined. There we go. Alright, I'm just going to have to tuck that in there. Like so. That like that. Alright, now we got that open. Now let's open this. Oh. I didn't realize the box was like this. It folds open like that. What the fuck box does this? Usually the whole top just folds off and you're able to pull out, but... Alright, let's see if we can... Ugh. Man. Thing's been sitting around the shelf for a while. A little hard to get out of here. Alright. Let's put that box over here. And we have a white box. So I took out one box to unearth another. Let's see, any tape? No tape. Let's see what we got going on here. What the fuck? Another box inside of another box. Alright. Ooh. Little instruction manual. It says PlayStation. Ah. Pretty much what it showed online. You know, it had this in it and other unboxings I've seen. So, yeah, nothing else left in this box. For right now, I'll put this over there. And very neatly displayed is the PlayStation Classic, sitting itself right in there. Seems like it's wrapped quite nicely. I mean, I really do love the cuteness of this thing. I mean, for $20, you couldn't go wrong with it. I think more PlayStation Classics are getting sold at this price than ever. But yeah, I like the cuteness of it. Let's open this thing up. Okay, that just opens up like that. Brings out the console. Open button, power, reset. Very much a PlayStation. Man. I don't really want to take this out of the wrapping yet. I just kind of just want to unbox it. But, yeah, that's basically what it is. Power adapter, HDMI port. Oh, it's even got that cute little thing. Well, what's funny about this is the last model of this gray version, they actually took this out of there. They actually disabled that port because people were using Game Sharks and shit, and Sony was trying to get rid of piracy. So they actually disabled that in the last big gray box version of this. So that's something to note. That I still find it funny that they really did leave it to the classic. They added that back on there when they stopped production of that model. They actually stopped adding that piece on there. Okay, carefully opening this up. Jesus. My goodness, you would think so. For how much Sony really cared about packaging, you would think they would have fucking, cared more about the games. HDMI cable. I mean, I guess it's necessary, but in this day and age, everybody has like an HDMI cable that they're able to use. So, yeah, we got that going. This charging cable, which, to be frank, everybody has one of these things, so the fact that they didn't include the plug adapter is one thing, but for fuck's sake, how many of these do every one of these have laying around? It's USB, mini. If you had any type of smartphone, unless you're Apple, sorry, you probably have like 4 or 5 of these things laying around. Fuck, you could play this thing in your goddamn car, because your car probably has it. And then we move on to the controllers themselves. Ooh. Alright, I might have to take this out of the box, or out of the bag, just because I want to feel it. It's got a different texture to it. I guess I've had a couple people say the same thing, where it's got a different texture to it. Everything feels right. Everything looks great, feels right. But it definitely has... It feels different. I'm not going to say it feels cheap, but it just feels different. It's got the little controller thing back there. But I guess, I don't know, the original one, I don't even know where mine's at. I have it over in a fucking mess of a corner. But I feel like this one isn't as, I guess it's more grip effective. I'll say that. It's a little more, feels like it's got more grip than the original one did. The original one felt a little more rounded, I guess a little more smooth finish, so to speak. But maybe it's just because I've never actually held really a brand new one. I've always gotten them like used, because I think I got my PlayStation in '98, so I probably got it used. But I don't know if that's what the original, because usually I thought they felt fairly smooth, and this does seem like a little bit different texture, so it's definitely feels a little bit different. What else goodies we have in the box? And just a secondary controller. Nothing too crazy about it there. And it still, it just blows my mind that Sony really fucked up with this thing. I mean, let's face it, this thing, after I'm done with this, I'll probably play it once or twice, and then I'm going to put it back in the box and stick it on my shelf. Or I'm going to put it on top of my PlayStation 4 and probably take a few photos of it first. And yeah, I'm probably going to end up doing that, to be quite honest with you. Take a few photos of it. Seems like a good thing to do. But everything else, it varies very right down. I mean, as far as aesthetically, aside from the games, aesthetically, this thing is very similar and very comparable. The screw holes are even in the exact same place that they would be on an actual PlayStation 1 console. And the buttons feel very clickable. It's weird for me because every time I hit the open button, I expect this tray to pop up, and it just doesn't. You know, there's a little power reset, all that fun jazz. And I really do wish, just for aesthetically reasons, because Sony has been like meticulous, where I wish you could just hit this and it would just open up and there'd be like a little disc in there, you know. I think that would have been so cool for them to add that in there. Because, I mean, it's not like they've done quirky things like that in the past. What was it? For the PlayStation 2 and the PlayStation 3, remember the little PS symbol? Like, if you had the PlayStation 2 sitting like this, or like this, you could actually rotate the symbol to match which way the direction of your PlayStation is sitting. I always thought that was something neat and something quirky, but it was always like something cool. It's like you can have the PlayStation symbol like right in the middle. And aside from that, that's it. That $100. I wouldn't have bought this at $100 if my life depended on it, and I think a lot of people had the same thing, and I don't blame them. I mean, now if this PlayStation were to sell this thing just like a mock like this, I'd buy it, and, you know, stick it on my man. I'd be like, you know. But to actually have this thing functioning and working is something else entirely. Hell, I hope you enjoyed this unboxing video. I know I got a little long-winded with it, but hey. This is my unboxing of the PlayStation Classic, but with $20. And $20, I think, is about what this thing is actually worth. And more, I'd say it's just, you know, because I've actually bought PlayStation mugs that were worth more than this, that were like $15. So I can spend the extra $20, get a functioning mini PlayStation, or the extra few bucks, why not? So, I mean, yeah, I thought this thing was pretty neat. Good unboxing video, I'd say. My first unboxing video. I've missed the party, I've missed the boat, but thank you so very much for watching, and good night.